Susan wants us to get something like this so she can take more trips. Oh God, it feels so nice just to sit down. Hey tubers, how's it going? I have been running like a chicken with my head cut off. But this video, I'm not sure, I might take 2 or 3 takes to do it. But I want to introduce you to Project Redboy. And I'm going to back up a little bit and tell you about, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago, my wife, out of the blue, rented a camper van and had me drive her around the Blue Ridge Parkway, Smoky Mountains, all that stuff. And she was happy actually camping. We crashed on the side of the road. Hey tubers, I'm here with the wife and we have rented this fine vehicle so that we can travel around the Blue Ridge Parkway. Well, we're on the first day of the trip and gotten lost twice, accidentally flooded out the back of the van with the drain the water tank, slept in some parking lots. I believe it was Kohl's, yeah, maybe. But yeah, she was comfortable having a kitchen and a bathroom, you know, refrigerator. So she, you know, we talked about it. She decided it would be a good thing for us, you know, take trips once or twice a year. And when you look at the cost of renting compared to owning something, and something that I might actually be able to build. Now I want to confess that I don't know anything about these, you know, running motors of these vans like I do the truck, but more importantly, I don't know anything about building a camper van. So I've been watching a lot of videos. We decided to get a van and do a conversion. So before I show you what I got, let's talk about some of the requirements. Had to be a tall boy. Had to have that high roof so that you know, you can stand up, walk around in it. Also, extra long. Not the super long, but the big, you know, 150, 160 inch wheelbase. So who really makes those things? Mercedes, Ford, and Dodge, the Ram. Well, I gotta tell you, I personally do not like motors that have turbos. I know they run, some people love them, it's great, other people hate them. I don't fool with them. If I can choose something without a turbo, I'm much happier. And of course it had to be used because I don't really have any money. So we started looking, and I also wanted as much glass as possible. It had to have minimum glass on the sliding door and double glass on the back 2 doors, minimum. And you know, we were trying to stay in the less than $25,000 range. And I didn't want to go, I wanted to go something 5 years old or so, maybe more, depending on condition, just really depending on condition and mileage. Anyways, searching the internet, got the car dealers looking. About 3 weeks later, this van pops up in Georgia, and I'm in North Carolina, so off I go. And let's take a look at what I found. I ended up buying it. I'm not going to give you all the details of how much hassle it was to get it, but let's see what we got. Well, it's fully glassed. It's got mag wheels. That's always nice. Oh, the big elephant ear tow mirrors. And what is it? It's a Ram 2500 Promaster. Yeah, I'm driving a Dodge. And let me tell you, it is a big, it's an elephant. The last one was a boat because it was just so top heavy. This one's big, but it's fast. And it's not perfect. It's got some scratches. You know, it's a little chewed up. This used to be a, see, here's a defect in the glass right there. This used to be the van of a glass company. No accidents, clean title, sucker's loaded. It doesn't have the folding mirrors, but it's got power mirrors, cruise control, fog lights, navigation, some kind of fancy power camera mirror. There's a lot of crap on here, more than I've actually figured out yet. Also got the deluxe seats. Now, I will admit, I've put about 500 miles on this thing so far, and I gotta tell you, it needs 4 new tires and a set of brakes, but that was not going to be unknown to me. There's no dents, there's no major scratches or damage. Hey, let's look inside the back. One of the tires was so badly thumping that I broke out the spare. I couldn't handle bouncing that bad, but all 4 need to be replaced. And these doors fold all the way back, but this thing is huge. Now, I have cleaned up the inside, vacuumed it all out, and as you can see, there are some scratches and it's chewed a little, but all of this is going to be covered under my build. And I can actually stand up in it. Now, the last build, they put a 3/4 inch tongue and groove on the ceiling, and that van just had the big top end sway. It was so heavy. Mine's not going to be like that. And this thing's got a giant space up here, and then another one over the driver. But it's nice, man. I bought it with approximately 55,000 miles on it. Just a little bit over. And as you can see, it was a work van. There used to be a security system. Here we go. One of those panels bolted across here. Or maybe it's over here. Yeah. Those look like threaded inserts for the panel. But this is really a nice setup. The door, nice and smooth. No glitches. And I did break the budget by a couple $1,000. But again, I just felt it was worth it because I wanted glass. You can always put cabinets in front of it, but the outside look of having all that glass, and I'm kind of surprised that I found a red one. That's why we're going to call this Redboy, the great red elephant. And it is an elephant. When you're driving down the road, you'll see a head, and those mirrors make a giant ears. The shadow on the road tells you you're driving an elephant. Anyways, this is what it is. It's got one of those. I'll show you under the hood. It has one of those 6-cylinder Penn-Star motors. Now the cowl here does leak at this seam, and I'm planning on resealing it first. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. There we go. But if you look, and I've crawled under this, nothing's leaking, nothing's dripping. Everything is nicely attached. I've cleaned out all the drains. But as you can see, no major wear and tear on it. That makes me say this is going to be a piece of crap. Now, whether it is or not, who knows? I'm guessing they got rid of it because they've tax purposed it out as much as they can, and it's time for a new one. But mag wheels, fancy extra red paint, full glass, and it was their work truck. Wow. Like I said, I feel lucky to get my hands on it. All right, well, that's the video, Project Redboy. I will try to show you something every time I do something on it to keep you posted of what's going on. But one odd thing is, it's just a two-person vehicle. Without, I guess, more car-approved seats, it's two people. Lot of space, lot of space. And I'm not complaining one bit because so far it's proven to be pretty nice, or at least what to be expected. Now, will I ever be a van guy in comparison to driving the 03 Tundra? I gotta tell you, I think the Tundra's a better ride. This one might have a little technology, and in fact, the only saving grace that makes this van really, as far as I'm concerned, great, it's got some kind of forward collision sensor that automatically applies the brake. You can turn it off. Oh God, isn't that nice to be able to turn off automatic braking? I've left it alarmed, the warning. I don't mind that. But I don't want my rides braking, steering, or doing anything stupid for me. I can do that myself. Truthfully, the Tundra is a much better ride. Smoother, zippy. Man, I'm just sold. I'm a truck guy. But I'm going to be an RV guy. Now, what will I build? That's Project Redboy. I haven't quite come up with all the details, but you're going to see them as they happen.